Well, Froggy went a courting and he did well. Crambo. Froggy went a courting and he did well. Crambo. That's from an old cartoon called Tom and Jerry. Uncle Pecos came to visit his nephew Tom Cat. No. It was Jerry's uncle, Pecos, the little mouse. And he played a guitar. He'd break a string. And you're like, here, kitty, 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 kitty. You know, I can't play my guitar without my guitar string. And it'd pluck one of Tom's whiskers. Ow! And he'd restring his guitar. And go on with the song. Well, Froggy went a court, and he did well. Crambo. Froggy went a courting and he did well. Crambo. Can you see? Yes. That is the planet Venus. It's a pretty overcast morning, but still Venus burns through the haze. Apparently, too, there's wildfires in Canada. And Canada's only a couple hundred miles away from us. You know. We're up north here in New England, in Boston, Massachusetts, hub of the multiverse. Welcome to Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show, where we start off our day with a gratitude list. I start off this gratitude list with a format that I made up. I call it the Sully patented foundation method. Patent pending. Oh, that was a burp. That was breakfast. I had garlic bread, toast, and butter. And black coffee. Simple breakfast. It's 4:50 a.m. First thing in the morning. Great time to show some gratitude to yourself and to your state and to like what's going on in your life. Gratitude unlocked in me perspective. It gave me perspective. And it happened naturally. It was a byproduct of like doing a certain math kind of kicked in. I would write my gratitude list first thing in the morning. And then I noticed after a while that I could count my blessings, literally. I'd be like, wow, you got 16 things to be grateful for today. You had 14 yesterday. You had 11 the day before that. You had 15 this day last week. Things are not as bad as your self-talk is trying to convince you that they are. And that gave me perspective. And that was the first the first step was committing myself to doing it, I guess. But the result of that first step was this sense of perspective. I had a paradigm shift. It was, and then through that perspective, I found that I had a better purpose. I don't have everything all figured out, no. But I will tell you that having some perspective and having purpose, it really helps a human. It really does. And through that perspective and through that purpose, I was offered the opportunity to tune into a greater sense of peace. It's like there's peace and harmony all around you. You have to choose to tune into it. You're an old-fashioned radio. And out in the world and out in the wild are all of these frequencies, all of these wavelengths, carrying all these different types of information. Whether it's music or sports or news or religious, you know. This is an allegory, please. I mean, but you tune into a station, and then that's what you're listening to, and that's what your experience is. And so anger's out there, and misery, and dissatisfaction, and all of these things, aplenty, you know. But also peace is out there too. And you kind of have to make a choice. You make a conscious choice to I am tuning into the peace. It was always there. I had just to be mature enough and strong enough to just choose it. So I do this Sully Foundation method. I don't repeat the same things over and over again just for content's sake. No. I do it because it helped me. I know who I am. I needed a structure. I needed a discipline. I needed a system. And by doing this, I have a rock in my shoe. By doing this, here comes the street cleaner, not the bus, but a street cleaner. And this is why, you don't park on this side of the street. And people like that get ticketed or towed. Good morning. Big yellow machine. That's a street cleaner. So buttons. So yeah, I mean, my patent pending Sully Foundation method it helped me develop a mental, spiritual, and emotional muscle memory. It started with 5 things, grew to 6, grew to 8, grew to 10. Now it's at 11. So now I don't enumerate them. I just call them the Sully Foundation myth. So I start off my gratitude list with these things, and then I keep adding to it all day long. When I roll out of bed, I'm already grateful for 11 things. I have reformatted my hard drive to run in this gratitude operating system. And here comes the bus. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the bus. Bus. Here it comes. I take the bus every morning. Yeah, it saves me some steps. I like it. I get some value out of my monthly subway pass, which is also a bus pass. Here comes the bus. Let's go. Good morning. I'm well, sir. How you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Awesome. Your gratitude list. You're 7 minutes into your show, and you have not even started your gratitude list yet. I know. I'm just a chatterbox. I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast, the peace that comes from being a single man my age, my sobriety in whatever form that takes today, with its peaks and its valleys, its highs and lows, its wins and losses, its ups and downs. It's the road that I'm on, and I'm very grateful for the U.S. military, all active service members and veterans, and especially those who have gave their all and paid the ultimate sacrifice, the ultimate price. And I'm grateful to protect our nation, our borders, our culture, our way of life. This is America, the best country still in the world, in history.
Where did you go?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no, you're some ultra-naturalistic chud fascist. No, I'm not. I'm a proud American. There's no room for that? Oh, here's our friend, yeah. Woohoo. You know, reject labels. I'm grateful and blessed for the... Good morning. I'm blessed and grateful for the ability to see through that kind of stuff. To reject labels like that. And then when you reject labels like that, it kind of like, you kind of stop labeling people. It's like when you develop and realize how much healthy respect you have for yourself and love that you have for yourself, you kind of end up just being that way to other people. It just... The gratitude has changed my focus to what I have and what's in my life and what's positive, instead of focusing on what I don't have and what I'm dwelling on and what I lack and what I covet. And
red line and
here we go. We're at the train station now. Have a good one. Cheers. All righty. Let's see. Ah. Ay, gabba, 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 ee, gabba, 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 gee.
Guy was so nice.
He's a very nice
Yeah, I
guy.
know him long time.
Very nice guy.
Only him,
Mm-hmm. Oof. Yeah. And that's,
Still talking.
I know. Huh?
He was like, I'm no good, right? But he will be late.
He's a nice guy. But yeah, so that's it. I start off my gratitude list with that foundation method. Then I add to this all day long.
Because he's still talking. He's still like that. And other people can be late,
Mm-hmm. Keep your eyes peeled. Where this is the parking lot, the parking garage that's connected to my subway platform. There's this giant 5-level parking lot with 2 huge sides, and it's meant to accommodate hundreds of cars to, just to help with people's commute in the South Shore. People can drive. It's right off the expressway, and people can park here for a nominal fee, and then take the subway in, save gas, and try not to worry about traffic. Here's our subway platform down there. Well, we're used to seeing it when we're on it. Here's from a different perspective. Seeing things from a different perspective. And when you use gratitude, you start to see things from a different perspective. Here we go, our elevator. After you. I know that you tune in to. Thank you.
Is it time to go home yet?
Almost. We're almost there. Happy hump day.
Happy. This is my
It's-
Friday.
Oh, good.
The
Well,
next
happy
2 days
Friday
off.
then.
The next 2 days off and then work on Monday. Well, it's Saturday. The bus driver and I both went to Weymouth High
Oh,
School. Well, you went to the Vogue.
go. Go. It's 5:02 a.m. here, first thing in the morning. We take the first train into Boston. I live in Quincy. Quincy is the next city immediately south of. Well, here's a map. I grew up here between these two on the red line. Used to live over here. I work around here. And this is the Neponset River. So that's the natural border between Boston and Quincy. But now I live over here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. So I start off my day with gratitude and patriotism. I roll out of bed. I'm already grateful for those 11 things because I've formatted my hard drive. That's my operating system. I'm already grateful as soon as I roll out of bed for those 11 things. And that's my foundation. And then I just keep adding to it. I'm grateful for making my bed every morning. I'm grateful for my electric kettle for that makes for my delicious coffee. I'm even grateful for the subway system. I really am. I've never owned a car. You don't need one. Well, you do. Well, well, I do. Yeah, sure. I mean, of course, I can rent a car. I can get an Uber. The subway and the transit system's someone else is driving. So yeah, cars are important. Yeah, I'm not one of those kind of 15-minute city people. No thanks. But yeah, gratitude. It can really help you. It's helped me. I'd like to pay it forward. And that's about it. So we're going to wrap this up. You are here. No, you are here. And you are here. And when you have gratitude, it's kind of a better place. You're not... One of the best things that gratitude has given me is it's helped me with my churn, with my self-talk. It's reformatted my self-talk. Now, I'm not constantly thinking about this person or the other thing. Or actually, I kind of do, but now I have the ability to stop it, to be oh, enough of that. How is this helping? Who are you talking to? These are literal questions my self-talk asks me now. That and you got to run your anger, or your anger will run you. You got to run your day, or your day will run you. Blah blah blah, all down the line. That's the perspective change. And now my self-talk isn't this constant churn of internet phantoms, especially anonymous ones and drama, or past girlfriends, or family members, or work. It's I can finally, after all these years, I can finally leave work at work. I don't think about work anymore. And when I do, I have the ability to stop that shit, PDQ, pretty darn quick. It's a blessing. It's a grace. It's freedom. Because who are you really talking to? What is the purpose of all that churn and self-talk? Is that just occupying your moments? Can't you think of something better? Meditation does help with that. I've learned. I learned to meditate. The goal of meditation. One of the goals of meditation is to extend the gap between your thoughts. Are you your thoughts, or are you the thinker behind your thoughts? Your thoughts are like a water faucet, and when you turn the water faucet off, it goes from a stream to a steady drip to a very slow drip. That's a metaphor. You are the water. Your mind is the water faucet. Your willpower is the hand on the knob. And then it comes to a point where there's just a slow, single, steady, predictable drip. And even the point where you can shut the water off. And between the thoughts, that's where you really sit. That's where the thinker sits. You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. You're not your reactions. You are the soul that's behind all that. And so the goal of meditation is to realize that and to extend that gap the gap between your thoughts, to where you really sit. That's where you are. You are the infinite choice maker. And when you extend those gaps between your thoughts, you have the ability to access your true self, the infinite choice maker. Are you a bundle of preconditioned reflexes, or are you an infinite choice maker? I am so grateful. Gratitude is, I'm grateful for all my gurus, from Deepak Chopra, who I got turned on to in a wonderful NPR, Terry Gross's Fresh Air, over a decade ago, almost 2 decades ago. I was toiling in a really awful job, and I tuned into NPR Fresh Air with Terry Gross. She was interviewing Mike Myers, the comedian, Austin Powers, Saturday Night Live. His movie, The Love Guru, had just come out and kind of flopped the box office. So it was about the home video release. So he's on the junket tour doing the usual interviews, trying to pimp the movie. But he just had this earnestness. I like Mike Myers movies. I really do. Big fan. So I married an axe murderer. I'm a big fan of The Love Guru. And it's and that kind of that weird, quirky, funny movie turned me on to big time spirituality and Deepak Chopra, and I became he became a mentor in a way, and I started reading his books, lots of his books, and I got turned on to the Bhagavad Gita through Dr. Chopra, and then I advanced my studies in the Bhagavad Gita, and I got like Mahatma Gandhi's translation in his annotated version. And then after that, I found Sri Eknath Eswaran and his 3-volume study version of the Bhagavad Gita. And it's just, wow. It is so, it was so liberating. But that's what just only primed my soul. It kind of like, it kind of just like made the field into a very fallow place where seeds could take hold and sprout. You know, it wasn't just rocks and sand and gravel. No, now it's earthy soil, rich of nutrients, and waiting and so these seeds that gratitude planted over 6 years ago have now sprouted into this today. That's all I got. Good morning. Have a great day. Use gratitude. May it guide your life. You're still human. You're still gonna, get angry. You're still gonna overthink. But there's a way out of it. And start with gratitude. It can give you the perspective that will lead to purpose, that can lead you to peace. God bless. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you. And happy hump day. It's the middle of the week. As we say, you got a hump this day, list it, may hump you, with or without your consent, so get humping. Alrighty, the train will be here in 2 minutes, and you have a wonderful day. And if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're a small growing channel, and we're on our march to our first 1 million subscribers. And I can't do it without your help, so join us. Alright, see you later, bye-bye.